Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Lewis. Lewis began as a medieval English version of the French masculine name Louis. Louis is a French name of Frankish/Germanic origin, derived from the German masculine name Ludwig, from the elements Hlod, fame, and Wig, war. The French Louis, pronounced Louis, became a common name among royal households and families of nobility, auspiciously dating back to the 8th century with Louis I, the son of Charlemagne, ruler of both France and the Holy Roman Empire. 15 more kings of France named Louis would follow him, ending with Louis XVI, who was executed during the French Revolution, 1793. Louis XVI's great-great-great-grandfather was Louis XIV, whose reign lasted for 72 years and coincided with the height of French power and prosperity, 1643 to 1715. The French obviously helped popularize this royal name in England after the 11th century Norman conquest, although the English would often render Louis as Louis. There are several language variations of Louis, including Aloysius, Provençal, Ludwig, German, Luigi, Italian, Luis, Spanish, Ludwig, Scandinavian, and Louis or Louis, English. Pet or short forms of the name are Lou and Louis. Louis continues to be hugely popular in France, ranked as the 4th most popular boy's name in 2009. The British prefer the spelling Louis, but the Americans opt for the French spelling Louis. Amazingly, Louis is currently the 2nd most popular name in Scotland, the 27th most popular in England/Wales, and the 30th most popular in Northern Ireland. We think it's safe to say that Louis is sweeping across the whole of Great Britain. Louis is also a popular name in Australia and New Zealand. The most famous English name bearer is Lewis Carroll, 1832 to 1898. Author of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Personality of the boy named Louis. The number 5 personality loves the excitement of life and can easily adapt to all situations. As natural adventurers, these personalities thrive on the new and unexpected and prefer to be in constant motion. It makes them feel alive. They'll stir up some action if there's not enough around, and as inherent risk-takers, they enjoy pushing the envelope. Naturally rebellious, the 5 personality has no fear and never resists change. Traveling and new experiences feed their souls. 5s are very social and attract friends with ease. People love to be around the 5 fun-loving and exciting energy. This is also a lucky number in numerology, like the 3s, so fortune seems to shine on them, helped along by their own optimism and good nature. 5s have a quick wit, a cerebral mind, and are generally very persuasive. Popularity of the boy named Louis. As we mentioned above, Louis has always been the preferred spelling of this name in America, and that's pretty much always been the case. However, Louis has always mimicked the success of his bigger brother on the charts for well over 100 years. Louis can claim top 100 honors on the charts for at least 60 consecutive years, from the late 19th century up through 1937. Louis really started his quiet descent down the popularity charts in the latter half of the 20th century. Even Louis doesn't do so great anymore. The form of this name that's most successful in the United States today is Luis, the Spanish equivalent. Louis is a pretty uncommon name in the US right now, but considering how hip and happening he is in Great Britain, we're surprised American parents haven't rediscovered him. Trendy and fashionable in the UK, but aged and outdated in the US. Both Louis and Louis are currently neglected in our opinion and may be names to reconsider. And for the very daring and bold parents out there, may we also suggest Aloysius? Quick facts on Louis. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 640. Pronunciation, Lois. Simple meaning, famous warrior. Characteristics of Louis. Progressive, sensual, adventurous, adaptable, freedom-loving, easygoing, intellectual. Cultural references to the baby name, Louis. Popular songs on Louis. Wonders of Lewis, a song by the Waterboys, a song by Radiohead, Lewis, mistreated. Famous people named Lewis. Lewis Black, comic, Lewis Hamilton, British race car driver, Lewis Arquette, actor, Lewis Carroll, author. Historic figures with the name Lewis. Lewis Carroll is the pseudonym of Alice in Wonderland. Euro's creator, Charles Lutwidge Dodgson, the shy Victorian Don of Christ Church, Oxford, who spun a fantasy that has become immortal. Lewis Carroll came naturally to his storytelling proclivities, being one of 11 children and used to entertaining his siblings. In addition to his Euros writings, Lewis was an accomplished scholar and teacher of mathematics, as well as an avid photographer at a time when that art was in its infancy. Lewis Carroll obtained fame and wealth with the success of the Euro books, but his quiet life changed little. He remained at Oxford until his death from complications of influenza. By any name, Lewis Carroll was a genius who has afforded pleasure to millions over the years.